Hello and welcome back to Bourbon Barrel Talk. I'm your host, Scott Minton, and we're back in the Brock Bourbon Bar. And tonight, I have no idea how I let Nick talk me into this, but we are drinking Nikka Coffey Malt / grain whiskey. So we're drinking some Japanese whiskey.
Yeah, Japanese whiskey.
That's right, Nick. What, you and Johnny Tsunami are fans of this stuff, and I've had a couple that weren't bad. So, but I'm going to let you all guide us through this adventure tonight.
I'm also a big fan of. If most people have maybe heard more of Hibiki.
Hibiki, yeah.
That's one of the more mainstream popular ones that are out there. But I'll be honest with you, the first time that I looked at this label, it said Nikka Coffey Grain Whiskey, and I was like, and I saw coffee. I'm like going, I don't want no Japanese whiskey that tastes like coffee. It's gonna be nasty, stuff like that. But, the thing is that I was uneducated, and I had talked to a couple people about it. And
Coffee's the actual type of still, right?
That is correct.
Gotcha.
It is the coffee type of still. So it's Coffey, not EE.
Right.
And so, and the Nikka means what region they're coming from. So many times that a lot of the Japanese whiskeys will put what region they're from, just so that whenever people, the Japanese people, are looking for something, it's kind of like the scotches.
India does the same thing too, and so does obviously Scotland,
Islay, and all these other ones that you have from a Scotch standpoint. People are sometimes pretty big homers for their whiskey. So yeah, so I guess starting to dig into the first one.
I'm diving into the nose, man. I'm doing what you all should be doing, right? I'm getting into the nose, diving in, trying to figure out exactly what I think about all this.
Hey, I was
malt.
listening to the history lesson, buddy.
I was too. I was enjoying the history lesson, talking about the coffee still and the marketing of the regions of different whiskeys and things to that nature. So,
hey, I'm doing the talking for once, right?
Yeah, but listen, I'm just enjoying myself. You do your thing, dog. You do your thing.
No, but these we actually got to try them one time. A local establishment called Dragon King's Daughter. It's a great
DKD's, dog.
DKD's.
You got to go get the There Went Drew. Isn't that the little sushi roll they have there?
Yes,
the cooked one.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, really great fusion restaurant that I can't deny. It's always I always recommend it for people coming from out of town.
Listen, I love it, but I'm still a Kansai loyalist.
I'm not. I took somebody to Kansai one time, and we didn't do the hibachi.
Yep.
We were just over there, and we were just ordering sushi, and a couple people got these random rolls, and they were like going, "Holy crap! I've never tried anything like this." And then every time they come back to visit, they say, "Hey, can we go over here to eat?"
Yeah, Kansai is delicious. I mean, and like I said, I like DKD, but they're more of that fusion Asian, type thing. So. It's not your traditional sushi. We'll put it that way.
No, they're not.
But they have the Japanese toilets.
So we've talked about this on previous podcasts.
Didn't even hear me.
Yeah, I heard you. I'm trying to ignore you.
And it's also not too far from the jail.
Yeah. That's right. So if you misbehave, you just walk in the door.
So we talk about how malt and how much legs and volume that malt gives bourbon, right? And if you look at this thing, I mean, it's got, the oil and the legs and everything else on this glass is just crazy. I mean, it just lasts for days.
All right, go ahead and do your tagline.
So, what?
Your tagline.
Man, I'm lost today, dude.
Hair and a biscuit.
Oh, hair and a biscuit, yeah. Hanging in there like a hair and a biscuit.
Nick, why could you say that?
I know, now you've done messed up John for the rest of the night. He's all messed up. Oh, God, I love biscuits. You know how long it took me to edit that out? Plus, I had to edit out the 3 F-bombs you dropped during that entire sentence. I've never seen anybody use the F word 3 times in one sentence.
I was really upset at the thought of that.
I was like, damn, is Johnny going to cry on me here?
I might, Scott.
Anyway, the legs on this thing is amazing. The nose
is so good.
It's good, but like there's just the not having corn and not having rye. It's just different,
just
right?
off for you a little
bit. It reminds me more of like those floral notes or things that you would pick up on other things. Like to me, I just get like honeysuckle and a little bit of like dry, like filled, like hay. Stuff like that. So
yeah, no, I see where you're getting like the honeysuckle just got that slight sweetness that are coming in there, and also just to note, it is a very light honey, almost like a lager beer color.
Yeah,
it's not very dark.
So just my initial pull, it's quite refreshing. Like it does. It's like a brisk like flavor, like almost like a but. it's weird. It's almost like there's a little bit of sweet tea going on in there.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's that herbal sweet tea. It's just not like sweet tea.
Yeah, not black tea, but like if you took like a chamomile but not chamomile, but like one of those earthier, like more fruity teas that your wife's girlfriend does at the local coffee shop when everybody else is drinking coffee, they're drinking some kind of weird ass tea. That's what I'm getting here.
Earl Grey.
Earl Grey, yeah, it could be Earl Grey. It's a little like sweeter,
yes.
like notier than that. But
absolutely,
and a little bit more floral than that.
But it's not a bitter tea.
No, it's not a bitter tea.
Dark, yeah.
It's not green either. It's that something in the middle there. It's not chamomile, but I don't know. Yeah. Almost like a lavender. It's not lavender, but like you understand what I'm saying. Down that floral path, right? Yes.
I'm getting a lot of vanilla now on the second pour, right on kind of the edge of my tongue, starting to go back. That's nice.
Yeah, I'm not hating that description. Vanilla-y.
Now, the one thing is that I get a linger in the mouth from the mouthfeel, but I get very little on the back of the palate. It's more like front and mid for me.
Yeah, and then honestly, when I swallow it though, there is a weird it's all floral on the finish.
Yes,
like it's like flowery, like fields. It almost reminds me of those violet field greens. I don't know if you ever tried violets like in eggs or anything like that when you were a kid.
Yes.
Oh, you have? Okay. Mm-hmm. Like that's kind of what it reminds me of.
I mean, you know what? I find it interesting that a lot of those description notes that you're pulling is almost like a rye.
Yeah.
From the notes.
Right, from the notes, yes. I could see that, but it's not
maybe a youthful rye.
Because there's no spice. Like I have a hard time equating it to rye-esque, but yes, the adjunct flavors that come from a rye are definitely coming through on this. But that might be because the ryes always have some kind of malted barley in it, right?
Yes, yeah, or at least a higher amount. No, I think this one is actually the coffee grain and not the malt.
Gotcha. So what is the coffee grain? So so that's just the malted barley though, right? It's still the grain should be on the back, right? And then the actual malt itself is like what type of malt is on the actual malt?
It says it's 100% malt expression.
Okay,
so yeah, that's all I got on this one.
Yeah, I might look that up here in a second while you guys talk about.
So it could actually be just malt grain. It might not actually be barley.
Right.
So, all right.
Are you getting any nuttiness to it now?
I'm already moving on to the next one. But no, I did not get nuts. We'll put it that way. I didn't get any like pecans or almonds or anything like that. That being said, you could probably get some kind of super, super mild nut, like almost like something that you like. There's a couple of nuts out there that I wouldn't distinguish if I put it in my mouth and ate it. Like, oh, that's that nut, like because they're just so mild. It may be something like that, but
I was thinking more of like a walnut.
Oh no, anything. That would be way too robust for anything that we just tried, I think, in my opinion.
All right, so the Coffey Green Whiskey Info lists this as 95% corn, 5% malted barley.
95% corn?
95% corn.
I would have never guessed that.
Me neither. I'm not getting any corn at all.
I'm not getting the sweetness that I would typically get from corn.
So it is smooth.
Yeah,
that's a good thing.
Yeah.
If you sip it, you don't need a chaser. If you gulp it, you get that nuttiness.
Huh. Maybe I need to chug it a little. Let me go back and see if I got enough to chug it.
Thank you. See, you get it. Sometimes I get dismissed too easy, I think.
I just said that I wasn't getting it. Tim gave me a direction. I tried gulping it.
That would
and you still don't get it?
I'll go back and say I kind of agree with what I was the realm I was going. I wouldn't pick a pecan out of that, or I wouldn't pick a walnut or any of those type of things, like a Brazil nut.
Did anybody add water to it?
No, I didn't add any water to it.
Let me try that.
I love it. Tim's going in for Tim's taking the barber role tonight. I love this.
I know.
Did she possess him?
Who knows?
Not here right now. Yeah.
No, I love this one.
So the second one, what's the second one we're drinking now?
The malted.
The malted. All right. No, and it's 100% malt.
Yes, and this has a marvelous nose on it.
It does.
There's like this. It's almost like a light red. If you could mix like a soft red fruit, not the dark, and then almost like a stone fruit together, in that little bit of mixture combination.
Yeah. It's got some nice little fruity notes to it. It's also got a little bit of vanilla.
It's got that vanilla creaminess on the nose.
The water to the first one, makes it 200 times better.
Really?
Yes.
I'm surprised by that. We'll have to revisit. Send that bottle down here. The other one. That's this one, right?
Just put a little water in
I will.
it.
I'll put a
Go
drop.
ahead and drop it.
Opens up the something floral, something sweet. That's what I like about it.
But yeah, no, this is such beautifulness. At least from the nose standpoint. This is
Getting a little marshmallow on the nose.
almost.
I haven't tried it yet.
Of the malt.
Yeah, on the malt.
Wait till
yeah.
you try it.
It reminds me almost of that schmallow than on the nose.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, malt really comes through more on the palate. So whenever it's coming through, you can tell the difference from the palate standpoint.
No, to me that's
yeah.
that's vanilla and ice cream, almost like a buttercream.
It's sweet.
Yeah, it's
It's
very
sweet.
creamy, very, very creamy, very sweet.
Legs are just staying. It's great mouthfeel. I mean, it's on the light side of the mouthfeel, but it just stays. It kind of hangs in there. It doesn't go away easily.
So it hangs in the chest a little bit too.
Tim is right. When you add a little water to this, man, it gets a lot sweeter, especially on the nose.
On the first one, yeah.
Oh yeah,
On the first one, yes.
this went back and revisited.
Of
Very
the
good.
grain whiskey.
The malt whiskey is just like drinking dessert. It
Yeah.
really is that
It is.
sweet.
It's super sweet.
It's interesting.
100%. I'm gonna save enough to put a little water in it, so that way we'll barberify this episode. She's gonna be mad at us.
No, she won't. She's probably going to listen to it and just kind of chuckle and laugh.
Do we know age ranges? of these?
NAS.
So what?
No
4
asses?
years?
Yes, non-age stated. Let me see if I can find if it actually kind of says we assume this is, its age, but
I'll tell you what though, the second one does have a little bit of light spice in the front palate.
I'm getting more like kind of mid on the side of my tongue a little bit,
I
and I
get-
think it's more of the malt.
That's where
Yeah.
I'm getting it. Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. To me, it's more towards the front. That's might be why I'm saying that. But I do feel it going back towards that mid palate.
That's one of the sweeter
Sweet.
malt whiskeys I've had.
Water on it though. The nose really
What's it
it
doing?
violated the nose.
Ooh.
Really,
Almost like went rye-esque on the nose.
Yeah, something stinky. I don't know how to describe it other than that.
Well, it's just spice. Like a weird spice came through that I wasn't expecting. With it being as sweet as it was the first time when I added water.
I haven't put any water in this yet, but it's almost like I'm getting. Have you ever had coconut water?
Yeah, it's been a while, but yeah.
I'm getting. That's weirdly enough like almost a hint of that. It's weird.
That's too healthy for us.
It's too healthy for Nick too.
Coconut water.
We've all had it, I thought.
Actually, it's funny you say coconut because I'm getting kind of a chocolatey coconut now that I've just been swirling it around.
Oh, great. Now we've got Almond Joys and Mounds.
Mounds.
That's drinking dessert even with the water.
100%.
That malt.
Thank you. See? God. Someone's in a crappy attitude.
Man, that is sweet.
He said drinking dessert. He didn't say you were right about chocolate or coconut. We just said drinking
I mean,
dessert.
if that's not dessert enough, Scotty, I don't know what is.
I'm not saying it's not dessert. I'm just saying that we didn't agree on flavor profiles there.
I would take a sip of this and then just take some vanilla ice cream and put it in your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be really good.
You're probably not wrong.
I don't know what it would taste like, but
I can go get you some vanilla ice cream after this cast. I have some upstairs. Let you try it.
Nick
That's
said,
all you need.
Nick said we can pick up what you're putting down.
It
that's
is
dessert.
To me, it's got some more like characteristics. 'Cause
No,
I am getting some of that
yeah.
burnt marshmallow.
I just don't know
A
that I'm
little of
getting
that
chocolate.
It's faint. It's not like a dark chocolate.
And the
It
thing
a
is, you
sweet
you
chocolate.
pick up chocolate a lot easier than I do.
do,
So
yeah.
I'm not not dissing what you're saying. I'm just saying it's tough for me to pick up some of those chocolate notes sometimes. When I pick them up like they're prevalent. Like what we had one a couple of weeks ago, it was like a chocolate bomb.
Yes.
Was that the Garrison brother?
Yes, because it was like the cocoa nibs.
Yeah.
Or it's like
It was like
the
Hershey's chocolate powder, dude. I mean, it was like straight
Cowboy
up, yes.
bourbon. Yeah, it was
that's-
straight up chocolate. Yeah.
this malt is dangerous. You drink this and you don't need a chaser. It tastes like dessert, and it's 90 proof, right?
It is 90 proof.
It is 90 proof.
So
Good night, Irene.
And even with a little drop of water on the malt.
come on, Eileen. You mean?
No. Good night, Eileen. This is PG.
I'm talking about the song Dexy and the Midnight Runners. Come on, Eileen. Dun, 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 square by Eileen.
That's like telling a short girl she's a tall drink of water.
There you go. right.
With the water, I see where you're saying on the malt, just a couple drops of water. Got a little bit herbally. It made that kind of slightly more prevalent, but it's not horrible.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to rank these bad boys. I'm going to go first since Nick's running the show tonight. I'm going to go. The second one is my favorite, whichever one that is.
Malt.
The malt. The malt's my favorite. I'll be honest with you. I like that one neat. The first one though, just a drop of water. I can't believe I'm saying or a rock or something. I bet that's what. So I'm going number 2 is number 1 and number 1 is number 2.
Who does number 2 work for?
I don't know. Have no idea.
Not number 3.
Not number 3. That's right. But I want number 1 with a drop or with a rock.
Gotcha.
All right. What about you, Johnny Tsunami?
I'm going to go different. I actually liked a little bit of water with the malt. It's my favorite.
All right.
And I like the grain neat.
All right. There we go. But which one do you like better?
No.
The malt for sure.
Oh, the malt for sure. So the second one?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Tim.
First of all, I'm frugal. So what are the price points that we talked about?
They're
they're
right
both around
about
$70.
$60 to $70.
Yeah.
Okay. Definitely play 70 for the malt. It tastes like dessert. Drink it by itself, and you're going to be in trouble. First one, not my cup of tea.
Not your cup of tea?
It was just, I really didn't get a lot of the taste and different flavors that you all had.
Was water better with it for you?
Yes, a lot better. It
So-
opened up some notes.
So Tim is a 2-1-2. So right now we're unanimous.
Yep. I think we're going to be full unanimous. I'm going malt 1 and then green 2.
Hot damn. Look at us.
Yep.
Grand salami.
Grand slam, baby.
We obviously like desserts.
That's right. We like dessert. Yeah. I mean, 3 of us obviously like dessert. I don't know. One of us.
As he drinks a Coke.
That's right.
His Coke is
as he
his
chases it with a Coca-Cola.
I always clean my palate with bourbon.
Yeah.
Apparently, if you take a Coke and mix it with brownie batter, it comes out amazing.
So
Ew.
I would say yes, but if you really want to up your game, you put it with Dr. Pepper.
Ooh, I like Dr. Pepper.
That's why people, if you've ever heard some chili recipes, they're like Dr. Pepper recipes.
Yep.
Because it just has more flavor to it.
For people doing it in baked beans and stuff.
So I've heard a rumor that Dr. Pepper was invented by being half root beer, half Coke.
No, it's raspberry.
I'm just saying, dude, I heard.
Raspberry.
Raspberry?
I don't know that I get raspberry.
Wasn't that a
And the
trend
other
a
thing-
little while ago on TikTok or something? People were making their own Dr. Pepper blending.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
Yeah,
blending half
blending
Coke,
half Coke and
half
half root beer.
or like 75% root beer, half Coke, or quarter root beer.
I remember
Just
that,
some
yeah.
kind of mixture. But
They
anyway,
have the best commercials right now.
yeah.
They're hilarious.
The Dr. Pepper ones?
Yeah.
So the weird Prince guy that's supposed to be. Do you know who that is?
Uh-huh. No.
It's Guarini, Justin Guarini from American Idol.
Ah.
So funny little news
Is the new
nugget.
spokesperson for
So
Dr.
he's the
Pepper?
guy that plays the guy that looks like Prince. You ever see
the,
like
the,
that?
the little mini on the commercial.
The little
Oh,
rock
yeah,
star
yeah,
guy.
yeah. Okay, yes, yeah, yeah.
So that's Justin Guarini. It's the dude that
Gotcha.
finished second behind Kelly Clarkson in the very first American Idol.
So Mr. Pibb and Dr. Pepper compete, and some people
That's
are-
not a competition, Tim.
They're all Dr. Pepper or all Mr. Pibb.
That's not a competition.
I'm actually 50-50.
Are you really?
Yep, I'm a weirdo.
Oh, that,
I'm Dr. Pepper all the way.
Mr.
Oh.
And
Pibb
don't get me wrong,
is so sweet.
I like Mr. Pibb, but it's almost too sweet.
yeah.
This coming from someone that likes desserts.
I love everything. I love food in general. But you're right. Yeah. Mr. Pibb to me is just a little too sweet.
So as we digress, the Nikka Coffee Malt Whiskey.
Is number 1.
Number 1.
And the Nikka Coffee Whiskey is
Grain.
Grain, my
whiskey.
bad. Grain Whiskey is number 2. So that's our review of Bourbon Barrel Talk. If you want to find us, you can find us on Facebook, the Instagram, or the X. You can also hit the subscribe button. That way you get our episodes as soon as they come out, whether it's on Spotify,
That's where I listen.
Apple, iTunes, iHeartRadio, whatever. You pick your poison. Make sure you share it. And I want you to tag Johnny Tsunami in it. Good luck finding him. I have no idea what his handle is on Facebook anymore. We've been hanging out so long.
He's
Is it actually your
definitely on
name?
No,
It's not your name?
that's not my name.
I'm just saying, like, is
you
it
read-
But I need to make a channel for Johnny Tsunami. I think that's going to be
make
moving
an actual
forward
Facebook page, Johnny
yeah,
Tsunami?
Yeah.
Isn't that
Already
already
minded
on
me.
True Social?
Facebook famous.
I'm known to be swiped righted.
Nobody swipes right on me, dog. Is it left is bad, right? Let's swipe left or swipe right?
Been married too long, don't know.
I don't know, man. I'm lost. I've already forgot.
Never been on that
I heard.
platform.
Me either. I haven't either.
Didn't need it.
I just know somebody's did.
You know when OnlyFans
anyway.
became a really big thing during COVID?
Yeah.
I wanted to make another platform called LonelyFans. And it was
Yeah.
just for all the guys that were on.
They were on OnlyFans that couldn't get a date.
They couldn't get a date.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, LonelyFans.
Oh, that's the other joke.
Wait,
that
I
one
thought-
of my friends made up. He says, "Oh, you're making your own version of OF? Yeah, only fats."
OnlyFans. There you go. Anyway, that's our review. This is Scott, Tim, Johnny, Tsunami, and Nick signing off. Peace.
Prost.
Great Scott!
Bye bye.